Good day and welcome back. I want to talk about something that basically is one of the fundamentals of my videos that I have been trying to promote from the beginning. Is not so much that I'm trying to tell you how it is, but I'm trying to get you to think about how it is and figure it out for yourself. If I tell you how it is, well, there's a pretty good chance that I've done some research on it, be that written articles, personal experience, videos, lots of different things, a combination. And so if I say something, I generally am fairly confident that that is in fact fact. However, that is not the purpose of these videos. Most of the purpose of these videos is to say, hey, this is what I think. You go figure it out for yourself. Don't just take, I've said many times, don't take my word for anything. Don't take anybody's. And one of the worst things that can happen, and it happens a lot, is, guy down the road or, somebody else at the barn where you're boarding, they'll say, well, this is what you're supposed to do or how you do it. And, sometimes they're actually right, but an awful lot of times they don't have a clue why they're doing it that way. And that's one of the worst things that you're ever going to hear is somebody will say, you got to do it this way. And this kind of reminds me of something that happened to me years ago. I had somebody telling me that I should be doing a certain thing, but they never ever explained why I was doing it. Through much research and everything, I found out, well, they were right. That was the right thing to be doing. But I found out why it worked by doing some research, not just by taking their word for it because they said so. And that's kind of the point of these videos is I want you to, think about what I tell you, do a little homework, read some articles, watch some videos, go to a clinic or whatever, watch some other good horsemen working with horses and see how they do things. And if it lines up with what I'm telling you, because these videos are not absolutes, ever. Never, ever, ever. Nobody's is. You can't just take one video and say, hey, this is how it's done. He does it that way. That must be right. No. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if it's possible I'm still wrong about a few things because in spite of the fact that before I say something, I usually make sure that I've, read several articles, watched a few videos and that sort of thing. It could be that I just happened to always get articles written by people in the same group that learned the same thing, that believe the same thing. And I could, in fact, be wrong. That's always possible. I'm pretty confident because, it's a little flaky, but one of the things that I do is I just kind of go by my gut, and I did that right from the beginning. And there was things I would or would not do, but, they just seemed right. And, a lot of times I just had no idea why. I just felt right. Seemed like the thing to be doing. And, quite often, months, even a year later, I'd come across some information in an article or video, or several, in fact, that, would indicate that I was, in fact, right the whole time. It wasn't because I'm smart. It's just I followed my gut instincts and okay, that sounds a little weird, and, for most people it would be. It probably is a little weird, but it just, to me there's some things that just, I wish you would quit getting between me and the camera. Go away. It's just, some things just feel right. So I believe them because it just seems like the right thing to do. It's kind of like just the way I treat horses in general, kindness and gentleness and that sort of thing. It's not rocket science to figure out that's right. I don't need anybody else to tell me. But I want you to think about absolutely everything that I tell you. I want you to do a little research. I want you to watch some videos, read some articles, and go out and get some experience. Pay attention to your horse. You can learn an awful lot from your horse. I've said that before many times. That horse will tell you when you got it right. That's the ultimate teacher right there. Humans speaking the English language, well, whatever language is native to you. Not everybody speaks English. Horses don't have a verbal language. Well, they do squeal and nicker and whinny once in a while. But most of the time they don't make any noise, but they're still great teachers, and they speak in a universal language that everybody understands if they're paying attention. So anyhow, point of these videos, pay attention, read, research, think for yourself, learn. And the more you do it, the easier it gets. And don't ever take just one person's opinion or idea about something as the gospel truth, because they might be wrong. I could be wrong. Anybody can be wrong, which is also one of the reasons I discourage people from following any one individual, because you might learn everything they know, but you're also going to make all the same mistakes that they make, which, if they got a lot of experience, it might not be very many, but don't be afraid to, think outside the box and think that, well, this guy might be pretty wise and have a lot of years of experience, but you know what? I just don't think he's right about that. So don't be afraid to think that way. So that's, like I said, just these videos. It is not, I try and provide you with information in lots of them, but don't take anything that I say as an absolute. Go figure it out for yourself. Think about it. Even if you don't really want to do a whole lot of researching on it, just kind of think about it from a logical standpoint and think, does that seem right or not? Maybe I'm not right, but I like to think I am, most of the time anyhow. But I do want you to not just simply blindly follow any one individual, me or anyone else. Think for yourselves, do some homework, do some research, and get the information that you need to be helpful to your horse. Okay? Have a good day and put that brain to work and do some thinking. Bye.